Greetings, everyone. Thank you all for tuning in and welcome to another edition of Female Barber Talk with Yah-Tay. I am Yah-Tay Keaton, your host of Female Barber Talk. I am also known as Yah-Tay the Barber Stylist, but nonetheless, I want to welcome everyone to another edition of Female Barber Talk. We are in episode number 37. I honestly can't believe that I'm at 37 episodes. If you are new to the podcast, I started it back in January. I had been sitting on the idea for, if I hadn't started it this year, it would have been 3 years this April. But anywho, the podcast started the second week of January. Second week of January. Anyway, we're on episode number 37, and tonight's topic is about the business behind the barber chair, barbering beyond the fade. Y'all know I always try to keep something with barbering, fade, or some kind of element of the barbering industry within the title. So I am bringing the topic tonight. We will have some more special guests soon. Working on the list. Got a few people lined up. We just got to iron out some details and get their bio and images and video clips and things along those lines to display as part of their podcast episode for the special guests. With that, I will be bringing topics as well. Y'all know I'm preparing for my instructor license. So I got my packet together. I just got to get my PPD TB test. Hey, LaDosha, thank you for joining. Greatly appreciate it. Welcome to tonight's episode. I was just sharing with everybody that I'm prepping for a state board exam for barber instructor. Good night, everyone. That's cool. Good night. Hey, WK, thank you for tuning in. LaDosha says congratulations. Hey, WK. So as I prepare for that, and because I love to teach, I got to tell y'all this. So anytime you're starting something new, it can be very challenging from all aspects for me. The learning the platform on the back end, because it's been a while since I've done it. Also, keeping up with technology, what's new, what's done faded out. All of those things, and getting individuals on, connecting with people, coordinating times, things along those lines. It's a bit of a challenge, but I do believe in what it is that I'm doing. I do believe in the platform and what I envision it to be, a place for more specifically female barbers to come share their achievements, their stories, their triumphs, their trials, just everything as it relates, whether they're been in the industry, just coming into it, 10, 15 years been in it. You know what? I'm also looking at considering getting people who are thinking about it, because that also gives you a different vantage point as well. So my goal is to have a international podcast specifically for female barbers. However, I will bring in others from within the beauty and barbering industry. But of course, it's about hearing our voice within this industry. So I'm working on some things. Like I said, in the meantime, I will be bringing the subjects. And here's some of the reason. One, I love to teach. And I have things that I want to share as well as say. So many of these vantage points in terms of the material being presented will be from what I feel is important, things that I think will be timeless. So in the event that somebody is watching this video, I don't know, 2, 3, 5, 10, 15 years, when I'm gone down the line, they can still gain something from it. So when I bring topics and I give you points, I try to look at it from a standpoint of longevity. Is it relevant now? Will it be relevant, you know, down the line? Now, granted, things change, and also things, you know, people may think that something else may be important. But like I said, there are many different things that can be presented. However, I am, excuse me, sharing what I think. I think I swallowed down the wrong pipe. Anyway, I'm sharing what I believe um, is important. So I will be bringing topics. I'm looking at, you know, kind of grouping it together. I learned that from my mentors in the business, LaDosha and Miss Cheryl, how they group different subjects together. So this one is somewhat of a continuation from episode, let me see, 36, and then we had 35, 34, and a couple of others, 32 and 31, because I started sharing things in reference to getting in the industry, considering the industry, the first 30 days in the industry, I'm sorry, in school, the first year. And I specifically talked about the first year because oftentimes, most of the time, students who are taking it in high school, they end up doing 2 years. And even if you take it out in the community at your local academy, institute, state-run vocational program, it'll take you a minimum of 9 to 10 months and could be up to 18 months, depending on if you're going part-time, even if you're going full-time. But if you're missing some hours, you're gonna have to make up some hours in order to get all of your hours to take state board. WeK says, that's amazing. I'm praying you do well on your exams. Thank you. I'm gonna share this with you all. My instructor had been getting on me. Yah-Tay, just submit the application. Just submit the application. And I was like, no, I got to study. I got to study. But yes, I can submit the application. So I do have to pack it together. Let me say that first. So I was telling her, but I got to study. I got to study. So I'm thinking the instructor exam, though you do need experience in the field and to be able to teach it, you know, from that perspective. But the book that they've given us is really about classroom management, learning styles, all of these different all of these different things. So here I am like, well, I gotta study, I gotta study, I gotta study. And she was like, Yah-Tay, you've been a sub 6 years. And I'm going to share with you 2 states, 3 different counties. And when I work with the CYS program, which is the Children and Youth Services Program with Fort Jackson for 4 years, I was responsible for my particular classroom creating curriculum, you know, lesson plans, and then not only creating them, but also implementing those lesson plans for the students. So I'm very familiar with it. You know, you got your objectives, you got all these things that you have to do. But nonetheless, she was like, you can take that test and pass it. And I'm like, no, I got to study. I got to study. So I'm going to share with y'all, I'm actually stepping outside of my box. And I'm going to submit it. So the practicum aspect, they give you a topic, and I'm gonna get to what we're going over tonight. I'm kind of sharing and being transparent and even a little vulnerable to a certain extent with this. But she was sharing with me that they will give you a subject that you have to present to them as if you were teaching a class. So I was like, oh, yeah, I could do that. So you got to put a lesson plan together, have a copy for the proctors or whoever is going to be in the room. And then you got to go through and teach it as if you are teaching it to the class. So I'm like, yeah, I can, I could do that. And then for the theory aspect is basically about the book and like I said, classroom setup, learning styles, all of those things that's really not the technical side, like the state board that I had to do initially. So I guess in my mind, I was thinking it's like that, but it's not like that. And she was like, you can do it. So to get to the point, I'm prepared. I've prepared my application. I got to take the TB test, which I have to wait to go in to take it, which is next week. So if y'all watching this on the replay or after the fact, I'll be done had it and submitted my packet and waiting for them to say, okay, we got your stuff. You're eligible. Go ahead and set your date and pay your fees. So that's kind of where I am. And then stepping out, you know what? I'm going to pay. I'm going to step out and see how I do. So this really is about me testing myself. And I'm studying, but I'm going to be honest with you. I haven't studied to the T like I did with my barbering practicum and theory, because it's a different concept. I'm still putting in the time. It's just I hadn't been, cracking the whip like I was, because it's like, okay, I have been doing this. I do know this, know this stuff. And I believe by process of elimination and multiple choice and weed not, if you got 4 answers, 2 definitely going to be wrong. One going to be kind of right and one going to be right. So if you can get to that point where that that's the right answer, then you got it. So in other words, I'm going to test my skills and just step out there. Sometimes you just got to take a leap of faith. Sometimes you just got to jump out there. So we can't say, oh, she has said that again. That's amazing. I'm praying you do well on the exam. We can't say drive safely though. Okay, drive safely, LaDosha. Thank you for popping in. It will happen. We can't say it will happen. LaDosha say you'll do great. Be safe. LaDosha, be safe on the road. So let's get back to tonight's episode, since I done put all of that out there. But I am studying. I'm stepping out of my comfort zone in some things. I'm pursuing some things, which brings me to, y'all, I completed the class that I took last week, and I'll go ahead and share it with you all. So I've talked about it before in my introduction. I always say I'm a U.S. Navy veteran. I'm a barber stylist. I'm a certified life coach, and I'm a trained paraprofessional who's worked with special needs and autistic children. That's where I got the training in when I was subbing in those, actually the one state. I started in Jacksonville, Duval County. That is the county that actually trained me as a paraprofessional to work with the special needs and autistic children. So that's where I got my training 10 years ago. So with that, I recently, like not even a week, became trained as part of the Sensory Safe Solution program. The young lady name is Kate. She started the program about 5 years ago, I think. It is a nonprofit organization that trains barbers and stylists and anybody else in the beauty and barbering industry to work with special needs, neurodivergent children, and you know, adults, but it is more specifically geared to children. So I have recently got my training with them. It was a 2-hour training that I completed, and I did it on Thursday. So I'm actually waiting for my certificates to come. Once I get them, I will show them to you. But in that, I am trained as a sensory safe solution barber, stylist, and braider. And the reason why it's those 3 categories, I am a registered hair braider in the state of South Carolina. I'm also a master hair care specialist, i.e. barber stylist. I told you all about that story of how I got the name of barber stylist. It's like a cosmetologist, except for on the barbering side. I'm under the barbering umbrella. With that, I was looking for how to categorize myself for the National Registry, where individuals who are looking for sensory safe solution providers can contact us. And they had barber, stylists, and a few others, braider, and a few others listed. So I reached out to her and I was like, hey, I'm a barber stylist and they don't have my, you know, and a braider. They don't have one that fits all of them. And she was like, don't worry about it. I'll take care of it. So I'm actually going to get, even though I took one class, she's going to forward me the certificate that says for barber, stylist, and braider. So that is something that I just recently accomplished, and the next goal is to get those instructor license. And as I mentioned, I'm putting my teaching and my passion for that and sharing here on the podcast. So it'll be a combination of guests coming on, me sharing ideas. You said that's nice. She accommodated that. Yes, and I told her thank you. I did. I shared that with her. So that's something that just took place. So to get into tonight's topic, I'm sure you see it. It's episode 37. It's the business behind the barber chair, barbering beyond the fade. And you know, welcome back to those of you who are coming back to see, visit, and you know, take in. If you aren't in the barbering industry and you're watching this, please share this information with your barber friend or relative or someone you know in the industry, especially our students. Please, I love our students. So we've looked at the business. We're going to look at the business side of barbering, because it's not just the art form of it or the service side of it. There's a whole nother side to barbering that, you know, people oftentimes I won't say forget, because at some point, you know, there is a business side to it, because you're either a W-2 or 1099, a booth rental. And even if you're a booth rental, you still paying taxes. You know, you're collecting your expenses, you know, all of those things that goes towards the business that you can use as a tax write-off. And also you're just business. So with that, I want to share with you all the business side of behind the barbering chair. So tonight I have 5 points that I want to share. And the first one is setting your prices with confidence. I talked to y'all about this before, and how when I first started out, I was lowballing, except for the haircuts, because in the barbershop, and both barbershops that I was in, they set the prices. You know, they set the prices for the cuts. On the flip side of that, I did natural hair services or textured hair services. I set my prices for those. And in both shops that I was in, I was the first person to offer those services in that particular location. So I set my own prices. And even in setting those prices initially, yes, I did my research, which I'm going to talk about, researching and looking at the local markets and seeing where you fit in comparison to those, as well as looking at your skill set, your experience with whatever service it is or was that you were providing. So all of that needs to go into consideration within your prices. But in setting your prices, the reason why I say you want to set them with confidence, because you want to be able to stand on it. When you say that's the price, you don't blink, you smile, that's the price, and say thank you. Because people will try to bargain you, jew you down with it, and you know how it is, like as if you had to swap meet or something. So the first thing you want to do in setting your prices with confidence, or being able to set your prices with confidence, is to research the local market rates and position yourself fairly. All right. Don't undercut to get clients, because if you do, in the end, it's going to backfire. And not only that, you probably attract the people that you're not intending to attract when it comes down to your prices. Okay. So I'm going to use me as an example. I'm going to give you an example of something that I did. When I started, I was doing 2-strand twists for $45. Okay. No lie. I was doing 2-strand twists for $45. And my client came to me one day and she was like, Yah-Tay, you have got to go up on this price. And I was a little nervous about it. One, because I was new, even though I'm in the mall, things that come in those environments tend to be a little bit more pricier. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I don't know. Yah-Tay says, how do you deal with customers that get upset with increased prices? You know what? Let me pause on the point that I was going to make and answer this for Yah-Tay. In the beginning, I used to feel some type of way about it. That's because I was new and my confidence was teeter-totting, with the price, because I was new in it, the new environment, wasn't sure, even though I had did the market research and knew that I could do it. I was like, well, I'm trying to get my foot in the door. Let me, just put something out there. I don't want to be too pricey. But once I realized the service that I offer, the quality of the product that I use, and my skill set in doing it, and the precision and my parting, and just the whole experience, I was like, the price of price. And I can look at others work, and I can tell, and I'm like, I do better than that. And then on top of that, you don't have to come shampoo. I'm shampooing you. You're also paying for my professionalism, i.e. my license, as well as I got to use products. I'm not going to just use any old thing on you, so yes. So the answer that I just was like, the price is the price. You know how when you go to a restaurant or somewhere, and I'm not being facetious with it, but I have observed people in the nail shops or the nail, when they give you the price, that's 35 or 45, and they smile. That's it. You either gonna pay the price or not. So I was like, you know what? $95 and smile. Don't say nothing. Silence is something. Silence make folks uncomfortable. They don't know what you're thinking, you know, all of those things. So just say the price and let that be it. Let that be it. But nonetheless, that's how I handle it. In the beginning, I was nervous. But once I, you know, got my confidence, I was like, that's the price. Because I was confident in the service that I offer, the products that I use, my skill set, and I know I was going to bust that hair down. I knew it. I knew it. Excuse you know. Woo! Let me go get some water. Hold on. Look, I should always keep water, huh? I had it in the freezer getting cold because I had let it sit out for a little minute. Hold on. Woo! Mm. Yeah, so just being confident in it. You gotta do your research. Let me go back to this. Do your research on the local market rates. Position yourself fairly, but don't undercut your prices to get clients, because in the end it'll backfire and you end up attracting people that you may not necessarily want in your chair. And also in raising your prices, those who understand your value and know what they get when they utilize you, and I'm gonna go back to the other point that I was gonna make about the two-strand twist. Um, they'll know, they'll be okay with it. And if they aren't, they'll weed themselves out. And I've had people go to other folks for the same service, and guess what? They end up coming back to me because they know how I care for their hair, and not only care for their hair, but offer them education. I'm always feeding them with information to not only help them um, maintain the style for as long as possible, but providing them tips in how to care for their hair as well. Um, the other thing I want to say about the two-strand twist, they get a two-in-one style, because I would always say, in the event when it gets old, just untwist it, take a little bit of oil or pomade, put it on the ends to separate it. And I'm gonna share this with you. When my clients would separate their hair because of the technique that I use, they could wear it crinkled like that, or they could separate it either in twos or fours. And I would tell them, just take a pick and lift it up at the root to remove the parts in your head. So now you got another style. You got a two-strand twist and you got a twist out. So when it gets old, wear it as a twist out. Those were things that I would share with them. Ladosha says, what'd you say, Ladosha? That's what I do. I keep water. I had it, but I was letting it cool off, and I should have brought it with me. Ladosha, Wike says they come back because they know you're the real deal. Facts, facts. Ladosha said facts on facts. Yeah, they do. And I don't honestly, you all, I don't concern myself about my clients, those who phase out. If they want to utilize my services, okay. If they don't, cool. I know that I'm where I'm supposed to be. I'm in my purpose. I'm in my calling. So I know that God is going to provide. I just know it. I don't know if it's because I'm a little more seasoned coming into it or what, but I just know that God is going to provide. So I don't stress out about it. And I've had to make some changes. I don't want to talk about it just yet because I'm working on some stuff. But even in that, you lose some, you gain some. And I've had them say, I'm with you because of you. It's not where you at or who you with. I come to you because of you. You can be in a box. I'm coming. And I had to realize that, wow, they really are coming for me, my personality, how I serve them. But let's get to the rest of this because I don't want to keep y'all here all night. So the first point is setting your prices with confidence. You want to be confident when you set those prices. And then setting those prices and helping you with the confidence, researching the local markets. And the second one is when you need to raise your price, raising prices gradually as your skill and speed and demand grow. So let me go back to the two-strand twist. I kind of left y'all hanging on that story. So I started out at $45 with the two-strand twist. It's $95 now, but I started out at $45. My client that would faithfully get her hair done every 3 to 4 weeks, she came to me after about 2 months. She said, Yah-Tay, she sat down in the chair and I told her don't take her hair down because she would tangle it up. So I was like, I got you. Don't worry about it. She sat down in the chair and I proceeded to take her twist out because she wouldn't even take them out. I proceeded to take the twist out and she turned around. She looked at me. She said, I got something I want to talk to you about. And I was like, okay, you need to go up on your prices. She said, nah, I love the $45 deal. She said, but I've been coming to you for a while and I know what you offer. You see it's lasting me a while. You need to go up. So then I inched up $10, went to 55. She went for a month, came back again, and she was like, you gotta go up. So I end up going up to $95. I lost some people, I gained some people, but I did raise it gradually to one phase, and then I took it to the next phase. So my two-strand twist still to this day are 95. And that was, I just raised it, what, maybe about 18 months? It's probably in about 18 months. Yeah. So that is one aspect, raising the prices gradually, because customers can feel like you doing a little too much, but sometimes they don't take into consideration if you're a booth renter, the booth rent could go up. If you're a suite owner, your suite payments could go up. Not to mention products, refilling, all these tariffs and stuff going on. We get that too. Buying clippers, something breaks, you got to replace them, which I'm going to talk about that in the managing your money aspect of it. LaDosha says here, anybody who thinks a person is coming to a barbershop or a salon solely for the service is in for a rude awakening. Yes. WeK says she has a good customer for encouraging you to up your prices because she knew your worth and how much soul you put into your work. Yes, she did. And she still periodically check in with me to this day. And I'm like, we okay, we good. But she does. She helps me with a lot of marketing stuff. Yeah, so I'm very, very grateful for her. So with that, the last thing with setting your prices with confidence is also learning to communicate that price confidently. My cuts are $40. My two-strand twists are $95, and put the smile on the end and leave it at that. And you can also say that includes. So oftentimes I tell them what it includes. Like, for example, My lock maintenance only is $135. That includes shampoo, the retwist service, as well as a basic simple style. I'll just say simple style, like a 2-strand twist or pin up, or a fishtail or something, something simple that doesn't, take a lot to do. When you get into some intricate stuff, then we got to tack on an additional fee for that, because one, it takes time. Then if you throwing, the bands, I don't use I do use the regular rubber, the smaller rubber bands on the end when I'm doing box braids or 2-strand twists. But if I'm actually styling the hair, or using some type of barrel twist on the client, then I'm using those rubber bands with a coating around it, and they cost. And I keep my supplies. I keep backup, because I don't want to have to run out and then, I don't have enough to complete this disappointment and got to run to the store. But nonetheless, LaDosha says you have to take into consideration your personal overhead lifestyle as well. Yes, because this is not a hobby for me. This is what I do to take care and support myself. Me personally, my bills, my expenses, all of those things. So, yeah, this is my livelihood. So I take it seriously. Not only do I take it seriously because it's my livelihood, I'm also getting a second chance at my first love. And this is it for me. When I say this is it, this is the last career, meaning in this industry, because I am going for the instructor license. So with setting your prices with confidence, you want to research the local market, ensure that you're positioning yourself fairly. You want to raise your prices gradually as your skill, speed, and your demand grows, okay? Because as your demand grows, people are going to want you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then the last thing is to communicate your price confidently. When you say the price, be confident in your price. You know why? Because you got skills, you got speed, there's the demand there. Hey, it's all there. So with that, I want to share this first video about raising prices. It's from Felipe Cardoso. It's about 53 seconds. So I'm going to share this with you all.
That felt like a big deal. So when my first client of the day came up to the register, I took a deep breath and said, all right, man, that'll be 52.
Okay, here we go.
Raising your prices as a barber can be scary, but what if I told you there are things you can do to lessen that fear? You see, my first price bump was from $40 to $50, and that felt like a big deal. So when my first client of the day came up to the register, I took a deep breath and said, all right, man, that'll be 52 and 46. He responded, do I add a tip now or after? And just like that, I realized the fear was all in my head. My clients valued my work, and the price increase wasn't a big deal to them. It only felt that way to me. So it's simple. As long as you have a consistent schedule of being fully booked, minimum 2 days in advance, and you provide a good service, you have the demand to support the price bump. So why be afraid? Because here's the truth. Even the most successful barbers feel some anxiety when raising the prices, and yet they still do it. That anxiety you're feeling, it's a good thing.
All right. He said that anxiety that you're feeling about raising them prices is a good thing. Yet at the same time, he also said, your clients value you. You basically know what you bring. So it's okay. It's part of the process. Even the best of the best have some anxiety about raising their prices. So at the end of the day, be confident, raise your prices as you see fit. I know I said gradually, but as you see fit to accommodate your personal life, your expenses, and what you need to take care of yourself and your business, and then communicate the price confidently. Say it, what it includes, if you choose to include that, and smile. And let that be that. Don't say nothing else. All right. The next thing is the point 2 is managing your money like a pro. So you want to be able to manage your money. WK says here, that's true. It's like when you're taking a big step in life and you get the butterflies in your stomach. It's worth the leap. It is. I'm taking some leaps now. I already told y'all. I'm putting this packet together for my instructor license. And though I had been thinking about it as if I was taking the initial state board, I'm gonna step out there. I'm gonna step out there and see what happens and go for it. I'm just gonna go for it. So in managing the money like a pro, you want to set aside percentages, maybe 10, 20, 30% from every cut for taxes. You got to pay taxes. You can choose to however you pay them. Some people, I'm just going to say however you pay them. Some people pay quarterly. Some people wait to the end of the year. Some pay monthly if they have retail or other things that they sell products. They may pay on a different schedule, but whatever it is, you want to set aside taxes for what you're making. With that, you don't, unless you got a savings account with your tax money set aside, then you don't have to worry about trying to come up with it all at the end of the year when it's the beginning of the year, the end of the year, beginning of the year. Whenever you pay your taxes, file your taxes, you won't have to be concerned about having the money or not having the money. So if you set a percentage aside for taxes, that'll support you and lessen the stress on the back end. You can also use apps. There are many apps or simple spreadsheets to track your daily, weekly earnings and expenses. I shared with you all that even though your bank accounts, they categorize, like my credit union, categorize things that I purchase. And my bank does it too, categorize things that you purchase for you. And you can see it, or you can use a spreadsheet. I have been using it for so long, so it's just natural for me to put stuff in. When I go to the beauty supply store and I pick up supplies, I just purchased a big ticket item here recently that has to do with the business. Uncle Sugar, what'd you say? Uncle Sugar wants his sugar. Right. I know, right? Right. Uncle Sugar wants his sugar. So true, so true. So you can use apps or do a simple spreadsheet. And let me see if let me see. Do I have it up here? Y'all give me a second. I am going to see. I do a quick view of it because it's hold on, let me see if I can find it. I'm trying to figure out how to do that. I need to take some classes from you, LaDosha, on this here. I do have a old Excel spreadsheet that I use. Let me see here. I'm gonna see if I can. Where is it? Hold on, y'all. Y'all give me a second. Give me a second. Let me pull it up. Let me pull it up. Okay, so I'm going to shift that over to the side. Okay, so let me see. Give me a second, y'all. Give me a second. I'm trying to be transparent and show y'all what I have here. Let's see. Share screen. Share screen. I get to select. Oh, window. Hold on. Okay. Here we go. All right, y'all. So here's my sheet. these are some of the things. I'm going to bring it in here so you can see the actual items. So private clients, books, Amazon royalties, t-shirts, rent, utilities, electric, and here rent and utilities. I have a room that I use as my business office. I provide some private services, so I have a space for that. Mileage, personal grooming, clothing, like my capes. Here you see my capes. Let me go here. My capes, my uniforms, my smocks, events, conferences, online training, office supplies and printing. You know, when I get, did I have, oh, I took it out my pocket. My business cards that I print up, products, equipment, supplies, training aids, books, materials, business expense, graphic designs, videography, photography, web design, maintenance, business insurance, professional legal expenses. I pay for a monthly legal expense. You know, like what they legal shield. I pay for that. What else I have on? State business tax, federal tax, meals, entertainment, lodging, toll fees, post office, marketing, advertising, and PR. So those are just some of the things that I use on my sheet. And I go in, let me see, let me close this out. It already calculates. Let me see here. Let me move it over to the side. It already, hold on, y'all. You see, it already calculates. It has a formula set up inside of it. It calculates everything to the month, to the day, to the year totals, and it tracks everything for me. What I have to do is go in and let me close that out. What I have to do is go in and input the numbers. So I either do it, if it's a simple something, I make sure at the end of the week, everything is input, because I've done times where I forget, I've got a month behind, 2 months behind, and it gets challenging when it gets that far to put them numbers in. So what I try to do is every couple of days, if I've picked up something, I've done something that needs to go into the Excel document, I just put it in so I can stay on top of it. And at the end of the year, I send that and all the other documents to my bookkeeper, which brings me to, I tried to get her on, but she's really busy now. So hopefully we'll get her on soon, because I want her to come on and talk to us about business taxes and business expenses. Let me see if I got her book here, and I'll share that with y'all real quick. Hold on, I think I got her book right here. Give me a second. I didn't know I was going to share that with y'all, but I have all kind of, I thought I did have her book here, y'all. Hold on. I'm moving so fast, I might be overlooking it. Oh, all right. I give up. See, when you're trying to find something, you can't find it. All right. I give up. I can't find it. I thought I had it. Anywho, smart. WeK says smart. Excel spreadsheets will never go out of style. They don't. But I want to share that with you all that I do it. So using apps, a simple spreadsheet to track daily, weekly earnings and expenses. I do that. My mileage, y'all saw it. I track it. Create a tool fund to replace and upgrade clippers, shears, or chairs without stress. So like you have a savings account, you might have a business account for tools, for clippers, for shears, tools and implements. That way, if you need to replace it, it's not a strain or a stress on that to take care of it. Because I'm going to tell you, clippers, chairs, a good chair, it's going to cost you some money. That's all I'm going to say. So with that, I'm going to share this other video about monthly budgeting. It's by Blessed Hands Barber Academy. It's about 1 minute and 8 seconds. So let's bring
When
that
I
up.
started, I thought as long as I'm cutting hair,
He's talking about monthly budgeting. The Barber's Guide to Creating a Monthly Budget.
barbers, if you're consistently broke at the end of the month, it's not about how much you make, it's how you manage it. If you're not budgeting, you're not growing, and that can hurt your career and your wallet. When I started, I thought as long as I'm cutting hair, I would make money. But every month I was broke. I wasn't tracking what I made, what I spent, or saving for things that matter, like better tools or slow weeks. That had to change. Here's how to create a simple budget as a barber. 1. Track your income. Write down every dollar you make from cuts, tips, and product sales. This gives you a clear picture of your monthly earnings. Number 2, separate expenses and break them into categories. Shop rent, supplies, personal bills, and extras. Know what you're spending and where. Number 3, set aside savings. Take at least 10% of your income and put it into a savings account for emergencies or slow weeks. Number 4, invest in your growth. Dedicate a part of your budget for upgrading tools or taking classes. Think of it as an investment for your future. Budgeting isn't just about managing money, it's about building a better future for yourself. If you want more info on how to do this, come and help for a free guide on how to manage your money as a barber.
All right. So Blessed Hands Barber Academy just gave you some tips on how to budget monthly. And I've shared with you all some things that I do in reference to tracking my expenses and weekly and daily earnings and expenses. I keep it all together. So when it comes that time at the end of the year, I don't have to stress about trying to figure out my numbers. And I just email it on over to my my bookkeeper, Miss Wilma, and she takes care of it for me. So once again, managing money like a pro. I just shared with you another video by Blessed Hands Barber Academy. In reference to that, you want to set aside a percentage. He recommended 10. You can do 10, 20, 30%, whatever it is. You want to set aside for taxes, set aside for replacement and upgrade of your tools and implements. Use apps and simple spreadsheets to track those earnings and expenses, and also create a tool fund. Next one is marketing yourself and building a brand. You are your brand. So with that, you got to market yourself. You got to put yourself out there. So I'm going to pull up. This is what I carry on my person. Actually, let me pull up the other one side. I have two cards, but what my printer did end up, I wanted this one by itself and another one by itself. This other one, let me pull it up so y'all will see it. I wanted this other one by itself, but my printer, he actually flipped and put this on one side and put this on the other side. So This the card that I have, and because I have so many of them, I just I give them out until I get rid of them all. So this is what I hand out to people who are inquiring about my service, who want to get in contact with me. I just hand them that flyer. So using and marketing yourself and building a brand, you can use TikTok, you can use Instagram, Threads. The best way to tell your story is before and after images of video footage. Let's see what WK says. Wow, that was a good mistake he made. Yeah, I was, when he brought it to me, I was like, where's the other one? And he was like, oh, I just put one on one side and one on the other. I was like, oh, okay. This actually, this is good. So like you said, it was a good mistake that he made. Shout out to Abbott Dynamics, Brian over there at Abbott Dynamics, him and Ernest. So they've helped me with with some things. So back to marketing yourself, using social media in a nutshell to help market yourself. You can run ads on those platforms as well, but you'll also need to have flyers or have QR codes or scan codes or whatever it is that people can scan if they don't want a card. But most people nowadays still ask for a card. And I also share this as well. Let me pull this one up. I've shared this before, but I do share this one as well. I shared this card too with individuals, but now I got a QR code they can scan that pulls up my my website. Some of my social media, gives my a phone number and a few other things. I just got it. Y'all, I'm catching up. It's just so much with this technology and all of these gadgets and stuff. But utilize social media. You can also offer referral discounts, like bring a friend, get $5 off your next cut. I'm going to share with you all another this is a special that I ran a while ago for children with locks. And let me pull it up. I just got to remove some stuff out of this studio. Here is another. This is a promo ad that I ran last year. It says Kids Starter Locks and Lock Retwist Special. And it was for a specific age. And then, as you can see, I have lock retwist only. I have lock retwist and a style. I have lock retwist and a haircut, and or shape up. Because, you know, as you can see, my little kid in the picture, he got his locks retwist and a shape up. Then I also have lock retwist, lock retwist, style, and a haircut. And then I also had a price on there for starter locks. And I want to say I ran this. I started it like right before Thanksgiving. And because it did so well, I ran it throughout the Christmas time, throughout the end of the year. So this is something that I offer to my parents with children. And also you showcase your specialty. So as you can see, that's some of my work for locks with children. Let me see if I got some more images on here that I saved that I can share with you all. Probably. Let me see. Look, you know how it is when you have all these images and stuff. I was trying to pull up some more work, but nonetheless, I do locks, I do braids, I do twists, I do cornrows. I cut hair, Let me see if I have any more up here. Look at that. When you're looking for stuff, you can't find them. But at least I had the other stuff together. But anywho, y'all, that was something that I use to promote or market myself, my brand, my services. So once again, with marketing yourself and branding, you can use social media, before and afters, and storytelling. Use referrals, discounts, and also showcase your specialty. Whether it's fades, lock maintenance, or a beard work, whatever it is, you want to showcase that as well. Now I have a video to support this, and it's promo ideas, and it's by the Barber Community PH. So let me pull that up for you, and it's about 42 seconds.
2. Have an online booking system. 3.
All right, here we go.
10 barbershop marketing ideas. How to promote your barbershop. 1. Get your barbershop on Google Maps. 2. Have an online booking system. 3. Create a logo for your barbershop. 4. Showcase your barber portfolio. 5. Offer free barber services for magazines and photographs. 6. Text message. Marketing for barbershops. 7. Use word of mouth to market your barbershop. 8. Create a loyalty program for your barbershop. 9. Social media marketing for barbers. 10. Provide the ultimate barber experience.
All right. That reminds me, y'all, I've been working on something. It said logo, right? So I'm going to share with you all a logo that Abbott Dynamics is working on for me. And this is let me pull it up. Gotta send it to myself first, y'all. Hold on. So he named a number of things. I'm gonna replay this real quick because there's some important points. I am on Google. I have that. I don't have a booking app at this point because I'm switching over some stuff. But I will have one soon. But my clients know how to contact me directly if they need me. Some people don't use booking apps. Those who do walk-in only, a walk-in basis, choose to run their barbershop the old, traditional way. You come in, first come, first serve. Like my barber, Brandy, she does that. So she doesn't use any booking apps or anything like that. So that's an option. Messenger. Okay, let's replay that one more time.
10 barbershop marketing ideas. How to promote your barbershop. 1. Get your barbershop on Google Maps. 2. Have an online booking system. 3. Create a logo for your barbershop. 4. Showcase your barber portfolio. 5. Offer free barber services for magazines and photographs. 6. Text message. Marketing for barbershops. 7. Use word of mouth to market your barbershop. 8. Create a loyalty program for your barbershop. 9. Social media marketing for barbers. 10. Provide the ultimate barber experience.
All right, y'all. He listed some pretty good items, suggestions to use, and I thought they were really, really great. So any of those, anything that you think of that would support you in marketing your business works. WK says, LaDosha says, good point. WK says, wow, that was a good, mistake. I went over that. My bad. We appreciate, we're appointments only. We don't use booking apps. Okay. So LaDosha doesn't use a booking app. And so y'all must have an in-house appointment system that y'all use. The barbershops that I worked in, they use Squire. So I've worked for other places like Great Clips where they have their own app that people can check in on the app. They do walk-ins, but when they walk in, they have to provide their phone number in order to get in line with the people who sign in on the app. So that's one. And he talked about logo, which brings me to y'all. I'm going to show y'all a logo that that we're working on. I'm looking at adjusting the font. But be that as it may, I'm going to share the logo with you. This is the first time anybody is seeing it outside of a couple clients and the individuals that I'm working on it with. So tell me what y'all think. Leave your comments in the comment section. Tell me what y'all think. That's the logo. So far, that's just the initial look at it. WK says your barber is great. You need to bring her on again, and Stacy too. You know what? I gotta get Stacy. I'm gonna see if Stacy will come back on. Brandy, we come back on Monday for. I'm sorry, not Monday, but next Sunday for the Fade and Flow show. We come on every first Sunday. So Brandy will be back next week, and we will be celebrating. Next Sunday is my dad's birthday. I'm getting teary-eyed about it now. Next Sunday is my dad's birthday, and he would have been 76. This Saturday coming will be 5 months that my dad has been gone. And Brandy's father's birthday is Tuesday on the 30th. So not only will we come on and do our episode, our topic, but we're also going to celebrate our dads, because my dad's birthday will be that day. And then Brandy's father's birthday is Tuesday. So we're going to celebrate them. WK says, I love the logo. LaDosha says, nice logo. We have a salon coordinator to manage. Okay. All calls due to the nature of the services we offer. Talking to a real person yields more booking. And you know what, LaDosha, I believe that too. I know I've come in the new age, the new school type, everybody want to book, get you in 30-minute slot, hour slot here. I do believe that way works extremely well. I think it lends to the professionalism of the industry, where you have a salon coordinator or a receptionist, or someone who handles, the checking the clients in, checking them out, finalizing the sales, handling the communication with the customers, whether they're there in front of them or they're calling in on the phone. I think that just lends to the industry, and what we do. So I think that is great. Man, I wish I was up there with y'all. I'll be putting in my resume to get into the salon. But nonetheless, that is great. And thank you. Everybody says the logo, it looks good. Well, tell me what y'all think. I think it kind of looks like me, except for the hard part. But I'm going to tell y'all, I did try to mimic that part, and I made the part too wide. It looked like a street. It looked like a street. But anyway, that's the logo that we're working on. So let me pull this down. And I've already shared with you all about the marketing aspect. So the next point is professionalism matters more than clippers. Certain kinds of customers like apps. Yeah, you're right. Certain customers like apps, and they'll download them apps too. But the fourth point is professionalism. It matters more than the clippers. Some of these young people think, oh yeah, I can cut. Oh yeah, I can, do a crispy lineup and do this, that, and the other. But I'm going to tell you, at the end of the day, it's about your professionalism. Because in the beginning, I couldn't cut a lick. But my professionalism, my consistency, how I service the clients that I did care for, I'm telling you. I'm telling you. So with professionalism, be punctual. Your time management reflects your respect for the customer. Yeah, you may be the barber. Yeah, you may be the stylist. But baby, at the end of the day, is the client is the boss, because they are paying you to live a certain lifestyle, to take care of your expenses, to do what you do or like to do. They are the ones that are putting the money in your pocket. So be punctual, manage your time, you know. And my clients that come to me know that I'm meticulous. In the beginning, I was very, very slow. But I've learned to balance that. You know, I have, but I still give them my best. And the ones that come to me know that I'm meticulous, and they come for me because of that. Not only my meticulousness, but they know that I care and I take pride in what I do. That's not to say nobody else doesn't, or those who execute a particular service in an expeditiously manner. That's all I'm gonna say about that. All right. So be punctual. Your time management reflects your respect for the clients. You'll get those who they rock with you because they already know you. And oftentimes my clients come because they want to talk to me too. It's their time to share with me. And I get a lot of stuff, y'all. I'm gonna just say that. I get a lot of stuff in a good way. I don't mean it in a bad sense, but I get a lot of things that are shared with me, good, bad, and indifference. Okay. So a lot of kids, especially my kids, they share a lot. They share a lot. This was a lady in the news. The lady was a wait. There was a lady in the news who shot a hairdresser because the hairdresser gave her the wrong address, then refused to refund the lady back. Professional is it is very important. Keep your station clean. First impressions count. And I've showed y'all video footage of my stations. I don't think I have it up. I might have taken it off already, but I'm very, very meticulous about my station, presentation, all of that, y'all, because it matters. It really does matter. Clients look at that. Clients look at it. I didn't pull the picture. Y'all, please forgive me. Clients look at all of that. In between clients, while I'm working with clients, I clean as I go. Before I allow another client to sit in my chair, I'm cleaning the floor. I'm reorganizing my tools and implements, my products and supplies as if I just opened. One, I want them to feel like it is their session, but that I'm prepared to take them. And preparation and being prepared to me is having my station ready to receive them, having my barber chair clean, sprayed with Lysol, wiped down, or whatever it is, to look not only presentable, but to receive them as a client. So I'm big on keeping my station clean because first impressions do count. What if you got somebody that's stopping by and they see you? Like you know, being in a position of working in a high traffic area. People walk by, they look in. And even when you're closed, and they can see in, they looking at all of that stuff. But I following up occasionally with text like you want to lock in your next appointment. How is your hair doing? I think I put up uh I'm gonna pull this up real quick, y'all. I'm gonna show y'all. I think I've showed this before, but oftentimes, look, I'm messing with these buttons over here. Give me a second. I'm messing with these buttons over here, and hold on, y'all. I'm gonna show you a few things that I use. I've designed these. I've gone in Canva and put them together to share with my clients. So I'm going to share this one here. Oh, hold on, y'all. It's not coming up like I want it to come up. Hold on. Give me a second. Thank you for your patience. I appreciate it. All right. So this is one that I use to talk about my service with children. Let's see who that at my front door. Hold on. I'm going to show that one to you all. And thank you. Y'all are so patient with Miss Yah-Tay. Let's see here. I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna pull another one up. Wants a video editor. Oh, Al say a video editor. Hi, ma'am. Do you need a video editor? Appreciate your reply. Thanks. Actually, I use Opus Clips for my editing for my my videos and things of that nature. But thank you for reaching out. I appreciate that. I'm going to share with you all. I'm just pulling up a few of them so y'all see some of the marketing or some of the flyers or promo material that I use. So here's one. This one I use. Download. This one I use when I want to promote my work with children. So I use that. It gives a little bit of background about me, my education, my experience, the years of working with children. I share that with them. Actually, y'all, this is my bio. I use that as a bio whenever I'm, you know, talking about something or I'm asked to be a part of something. I use that. This one I use when I've met someone. I may text them that. A pleasure meeting you. It shares a little bit about me, where I am, my hours. I utilize that. And let's see. So if any of you are curious, I actually create this in Canva. I have the professional, or the paid version, I should say, of Canva. So I use that. And I also share this one with my clients after the service has been rendered. This is one image. I got multiple images that I use. This is another image that I share with them. Let me take it remove that. Remove this one. And then we'll get to the other points. This is another image that I use as well. So when I've provided a service, I send this to my clients as well. I appreciate you. Thank you for trusting me with your hair care needs. You make what I do meaningful and purposeful. So that's an image that I may send to them as well, just to show my appreciation, that connection. So I also dress with intentions. This is another thing about professionalism. Some shops, you come as you are, dress, dress how you want, depending on if you're booth rental, commission, you dress how you see fit. Some require you to wear black, business casual. Yeah, there are many different dress codes that may be used within the business and the environment, the beauty shop or the salon. So you dress with intention, whether it's casual or professional, make it consistent with your brand. So now in this season, I'm just wearing scrubs. My scrubs have my name, Yah-Tay the Barber Stylist, on it. All of my smocks have some type of Afrocentric print. And it also has my name on it. My scrubs coordinate with my smocks. Sometimes I wear a smock, sometimes I don't. Most of the times I do. When I'm doing private clients, I don't wear the smock. I just wear my my scrubs. But I do dress with intentions. I do my best to look professional everywhere I go, unless I'm in some workout gear. And even with that, I'm trying to coordinate a little bit when I'm out and about. You wear a lot of African appearance, I've noticed, yes, because my business is Real Roots Naturals. That's my one of my two LLC, and it's cultural. I love our cultural. I promote it, which is why you hear me say embrace your natural hair and celebrate your real roots with Real Roots love and Real Roots pride. But nonetheless, you will see that in some way, shape, or form. I don't have to say it, out loud, but you know it based on what I wear. It's also indicative of me specializing in textured hair, which is part of who we are as African Americans, or Africans in America, however you want to say it, Blacks, Africans, Americans. It is part of who we are. So I do know my maternal side lineage back to the Fulani people in West Guinea-Bissau on my dad's side, because of the Caucasian influence. I'm gonna say it like that, being nicely. We go back to Portugal, Spain. So with that being said, you're always going to see some Afrocentricness in my attire in some way, shape, or form, whether it's earrings, accessories, or my smock, you'll see it. So yeah, that's it. Wike says you just answered the question, LOL. Yeah, so I know my lineage. I don't talk about it a lot, but I do. I'm very proud of it. I'm proud of who we are. I love my culture. I love the beauty. I love it, and in my home, it surrounds me. You see an image there. You see the print, here. Let me show you this. because I'm podcasting from a corner in my room. This is the decor on my bed. I had it specially customized. Pillows, the bed skirt, the shams. Yeah, I had it all done because I want to see that. But nonetheless, that's part of my professional brand. So once again, professionalism matters more than clippers. You can have a not so good skill set, and while you're building and mastering and honing in on your skill, if you got the service, you look the part, you dress the part, you communicate with the clients, you good. You good. So be punctual. Your time management reflects your respect for the client. Keep your station clean. First impressions count, especially if you got somebody coming in for the first time and they're looking to do business with you. They peeping all of that. And also, like I said, dress with intentions, whether it's casual or professional. Make it consistent with your brand. I make my attire consistent with my brand. All right. So when you look on my social media and you see like an olive green or rustic orange or a mocha brown, those are basically my brand colors, those three colors. So with that, I want to share a video about professional tips. It's by a London School of Barbering. It's about 1 minute and 1 second. Ladosha's giving stars. Thank you. I mean hearts. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Ali says Opus clips are great, ma'am. And if you want, you need to tell about long form strategy. If you want, I can help you without that, ma'am. Okay, no problem. Thank you. But I have a local videographer and photographer that I use who does that. But I appreciate your comment and your interest. I appreciate that. So let's get into this next clip about professional tips. I'm going to share that with you.
Outside the shop, smoking or block the door.
All right, hold on. Let me rewind this. And once again, this is professional tips. It's by London School of Barbering.
Don't stand outside the shop smoking or block the door. It gives a bad first impression and feels unwelcoming. Don't swing on the barber chair or act unprofessionally, even when the shop is empty. Always maintain a polished demeanor. Be prepared. Have all your tools ready before starting your day. Constantly borrowing from others shows a lack of professionalism. Don't distract or chat excessively with other barbers. While cutting a client's hair, the client should always feel like your main focus. Avoid distracting other barbers, especially while they're working with clients. Respect their space and professionalism. Don't take personal calls or answer your phone during a service. Make the client feel like your full attention is on them. Never assume your repeat client wants the same as last time. Always confirm their preferences. These habits can diminish the client's experience and harm your reputation. Always stay professional and focused on delivering quality service.
Quality service is big for me. My clients know that I do have a business line, speaking of phone. I do put it down on like the notch above no sound. I have it out of view where I can see it, but they may not necessarily see that. So I do have a business line for my clients. Only time I view my personal phone is when I'm breaking or I don't have someone in the chair. Engaging with others in the shop. If we're having a conversation as a whole, then I'm engaging in that conversation. And most of the time I'm not. But if we're taking part in something or engaging in something, then I will or I do. Most of the times my attention and focus is on my client who's in the chair. It's simple. Yeah, that's kind of a no-brainer for me, because it's just like a kid. My undivided attention is with that child, and in my case is with my client. So I do focus my attention on the individual that I'm servicing, and if they have a significant other who has come into the shop with them, then I'm dividing the time, you know, between the two, engaging them both in the service and, you know, holding genuine conversation. So yeah, that's important. The last thing, let's see what LaDosha says here. African, very African. I'll be leaving for West Africa to teach in 2 weeks. I'll get you a memento for your home. Thank you so much. That would be so great. I was hoping to be able to go this year, but so much transpired. I know y'all make the trip, so prayerfully I'll get to go with you all next year, because I really, really, really do desire to take part in that trip as a barber stylist. And I also want to learn from the school and get to see what is it, your dedication. I want to get to see that space personally, you know, and it's always been a dream of mine to travel to Africa. And there are a couple places that I want to go. You say here, I really wish I could go with you all to Africa, LaDosha. Look, Wike says, I love West Africa. Yeah, I was hoping to be able to go, but so many things happened this year but in due season, it's coming. It's coming. So I shared with you all the professionalism tips from London School of Barbering. Our last point before we close out this tonight's session, I'll do a quick recap as well, is building client loyalty. And the first thing that I want to say about that is remembering small details. Kid's name, client's favorite styles, client's name, what they like to get, you know, little nuances like, I don't know, remember, whatever it is, little nuances about their cut or about their service or about how they like certain things. I had a client that I serviced a while ago, would bring her own products. And the first time she asked me, she was like, I'm really nervous about asking you this, but I just want to know if you mind using my products. I was like, no, price is going to be the same, but no. And I actually learned about the product because I'd never used the product before, didn't know anything about the product, hadn't even heard of the product for that matter. But I've done that before. I've done that. And I'm open to continuing to do that. If there's a product or a line of products or whatever it is that a client wants to use, by all means, especially if they coming back to me to provide the service, shoot, yeah, I do it. I don't see nothing wrong with it, but that's just me. So building client loyalty, first you want to remember small details. I've shared that with you. Follow up occasionally with the text. You know, I said that before, but it bears repeating again. So I've shared with you all some of the things that I use when I follow up with them. I send out, like I had a client that had a birthday last week. I got them. When we're talking about birthdays and special events and special occasions, I got them locked in. They are locked in, and it pops up on my phone to remind me, and I'm able to, oh, today is such and such birthday. So I had a client who had a birthday Saturday. I texted her, sent my little birthday graphic. Hold on, y'all. Let me show y'all the graphic. Look at me. Let me show y'all the birthday graphic. This is the birthday graphic that I sent. It says, happy birthday. Wishing you a day filled with love, laughter, and all your favorite things. Something simple. Send it out. So I keep in touch. I check on hairdos. I check if they're sick. I had an elderly client that I cut every 2 weeks. She had set an appointment for me to cut her hair. She called me to tell me she was sick. She couldn't come. I checked on her, and then guess what? About a week later, she was better. She called me, can I get my appointment back? Yes, ma'am, you can. You sure can. So like they call and check on me and see how I'm doing, I do the same for them. So it's not just about their hair. I genuinely care about the clients who support me. Because like I say, they help me take care of my expenses, my lifestyle, my everything. This how I live. This is my career. I ain't gonna say job. This is my career. But anyway, yeah. So also building clientele, you want to offer consistency. Clients return because they trust your reliability. Okay? Remember that. Consistency. You showing up. You being where you say you're going to be. You doing what you say you're going to do. And if you can't do it or something comes up, you communicate with them in a timely manner. You let them know what's going on. You offer them another option, another appointment. You coordinate with them. So those are some things of helping to build loyal clients. And with that, I have a video, Tips to Build Clients. It's by Juan Blades. This one here is a little bit longer. Wike says, thank you, Wike. Oh, Ladosha says, thank you, Wike. Yeah, so this one here is a tad bit longer, but I think it's an important one. So hold on while I bring this one up.
Week in and week out, no matter what time of the year it is.
Hold on. It's the building a clientele.
Let me show you what I did to build a clientele of over 400 clients. That keeps me busy week in and week out, no matter what time of the year it is. First thing I did was obviously invest in my education to try to better my haircuts. Consistency is going to win every time, whether you're doing a fade, a beard lineup. You got to be consistent. Second thing I did was use a booking software that makes it easy for my clients to find me and book. You don't want your clients to have to download an app just to go ahead and book with you. It's going to push some new clients away from wanting to book with you. Adding on to that, you want to be reliable. So if your clients hit you up, whether they're DMing you, texting you, it doesn't matter. You got to make sure you're always replying. I know sometimes you get busy, but try to reply at the end of the day. I usually take some time at the end of the day to reply to all my DMs and texts. Next thing you want to try to do is build a real relationship with your clients. Don't see them just as a client that's going to walk in, pay you, and leave. Try to remember their name. Try to find out what's going on in their life, what they do for work. Remember their hairstyle. Simple questions like this is going to help you build a deeper connection with that client and make it a lot harder for them to want to go anywhere else. Next thing you want to do is post. Whether you're posting stories, reels, pictures, it doesn't matter. You want to show your clients that you're constantly working. Even on my days off on Sundays, I'm always posting content just to let them know that I'm still available for them to book. That goes into you want to be available. You don't want to be taking random days off. You want to stick to a consistent schedule. If you say you're going to work Monday through Friday, 10 to 7, stick to that schedule. Don't switch it up. Your clients are going to get used to you working those days. So they'll hit you up on those days that they're off and available to get a haircut. You don't want them to hit you up and you're like, oh, I'm off, man, this and that. That's going to push some clients away. They want a reliable and consistent barber that they could hit up whenever they need a haircut. So just remember, you're not just cutting hair, you're building a brand. Stay sharp, stay consistent, and watch your chair stay full. Follow me for more barber growth tips.
All right. I think that was excellent. A barber growth tips, tips to build clientele. When you treat your clients by remembering details, remembering their names, remembering something about them, following up with them, communicating with them, being consistent with them. And that helps to build it helps them to build trust with you and knowing that you're reliable. You know, great videos and tips. Thank you. I appreciate that, WK. I also try, when I come up with these topics, I do go out and look for supporting video footage. I learned that from my mentors in the business, LaDosha and Cheryl, with their podcast. It does to have that reinforcement. But with that, you building client loyalty, those are some of the things that are going to help you with that loyalty. They're not just clients. You know, get to know them, where they work, what they do, if they got children, dogs, pets, whatever. Get to know them and be genuinely interested in them, because at the end of the day, these clients help you, support you in taking care of your personal life, your expenses. They provide the resources for you to have a lifestyle and take care of yourself. If this is your career, you know, they take care of you, so you take care of them. And besides, we're in the service industry, and that's what it's all about. WK says the rapport means so much to us customers, and it makes us appreciate that you listen to us. Yes, yes. Some of my clients, in the beginning, they were surprised at what I remember, what I retained about them, even some of my follow-up stuff, especially my kids, because they're used to, you know, especially when it comes down to adults, they're hearing but not listening to them. So for my kids that come to me to know that I listen to them, and I tell them, I'm gonna follow up with you. As a matter of fact, one of my kids, they're homecoming this weekend. He don't know I'm coming to the game, but I'm coming to the game. I had texted his mom like, look, they ain't got the tickets up. What's going on? She say, oh, they'll release it probably the beginning of next week. Because when she told me when homecoming, I was already on it, trying to get my ticket. As a matter of fact, let me hit this link. Let me see if the ticket up. Hold up, y'all. Let me go to the text and see. Let me see if that ticket, if it's online now. Y'all hold on for a second. Let me see if I can get that ticket up. Yeah, because I text her. So this is what I said. Hold on. Wait a minute, y'all. I said, I hope your day's going well. Hey, they don't have the game posted on the tickets link. You know when it will show up on the site? She said, hey, the tickets for that game probably won't be posted until the week of. I said, oh, okay, because I was looking. She said, LOL, no problem. So, y'all, I'm going to go right now. Right now. This was last Tuesday that I reached out to her. So, it's at Dutch for it. Let me go right now and see if they got the ticket up. Here's the app. Let me take this off. Hold on, y'all. Remove from the studio. Here's the app. Now let me see. Thursday, Wednesday. Okay, they still don't. Man, they got two Thursday volleyball game, Thursday football game, Wednesday football game. They still don't have it up yet, y'all. But I'm checking because it's homecoming and it's his senior year. So I'm going right after work. I might have to park far away, but hey, I'm going. Anyway, yeah, so that's something. You know, my kids, yeah. So building client loyalty, you want to remember the details, kid's name, client's name, favorite styles, etc. Follow up occasionally with the text. You know, I share it with y'all what I send to my clients. I do follow up with them. not just checking on hairstyles. I'm checking to see how they doing, how they feeling, if they've been sick or under the weather. I'm just checking in. If they cross my mind, hey, just thought I'd reach out. How are you? Thinking about you. And, leave it at that. And then another thing is you offer them consistency. Offer them consistency, because in return, they'll trust your reliability. So episode 37, I know I've been yip-yapping. This is a long one tonight. I've been yip-yapping, but tonight's episode is episode 37. It's been about the business behind the barber chair, barbering beyond the fade. And some of the points that I've given to you have been setting your prices with confidence. You not only want to research your local market rates, you want to position yourself fairly. You want to raise prices accordingly. However you see fit to raise your prices. I won't say gradually, but raise them how you see fit. But in raising your prices, you raise them based on your skill, your speed, and your demand. Okay. And then you also want to communicate that price with confidence. Okay. Number 2 was managing money like a pro. You want to set aside a percentage for taxes and or a tool fund for upgrading and replacing your clippers, your shears, other tools and implements of the trade. And then you want to use an app or a simple spreadsheet. I showed y'all my Excel spreadsheet that I've been using for years. I add on to it, I take away, depending on what my bookkeeper says she needs. But I have a line item for it. I go into it each. I got it categorized by month, and I go in and put the information in a couple times a week, but definitely at least once a week. I put the information in because I don't want to get behind. I have gotten behind in the past, as much as 90 days behind. But nonetheless, I do use a simple spreadsheet. The third point is marketing. LaDosha says, I appreciate you dropping the knowledge. Thank you so much. I appreciate you and WeK tuning in. And those of you who are catching this on the replay, I greatly appreciate it. Drop your comments in the comment section. Let me know what else you'd like to see, special guests. Just let me know. But in the meantime, I will be bringing more topics and more special guests on. So with that, the next point is marketing yourself and building your brand. I talked about using social media, offering referral discounts or specials. I've done a special. I probably will do another one again. Showcase your specialty. I've shared with you all how I showcase that, whether it be phase lock maintenance, beard work, whatever it is that you specialize in, your clients, whatever works for your clients or works for you. The fourth point is professionalism. It matters. It matters. More so than, no, I won't say more so than your skills, but your clippers. In that, be punctual. Your time management reflects your respect for the client. Yes, you are a barber, or you the barber, or you the stylist, or whatever, and you might be the bomb, but guess what? Your clients are the boss. You are serving them, and in turn, they are taking care of you and what you need to do to take care of yourself. So you want to be punctual. Keep your station clean. First impressions count. I shared with you all that I set my station up as if I just opened first in the morning with my clients, because that matters. Besides, we're in the image consulting. So image, presentation, all of that matters. And dress with intentions, whether it's casual or professional. Make it consistent with your brand. Many of you all notice Real Roots Naturals is my business name. It's some kind of roots in it. Real Roots Naturals, Real Roots Cuts, Real Roots Apparel. When I had the meetup group, it was Real Roots Naturals, hence Real Roots Naturals LLC. But anyway, my name, my brand, everything is consistent with my culture, with who I am, what I believe in, what I love. Okay. And my specialty is textured hair. That's my specialty. And like I said, dress with intentions, whether it's casual or professional, and make it consistent with your brand. Building client loyalty. Remember the small things, the details, the names, that special cut, or, you know, that special whatever it is about your client, what they like, what they don't like, because it could be what they don't like. You remember not to do XYZ. And that shows that not only are you listening, you respect their boundaries, their opinion, you respect them. Follow up occasionally. You know, don't just follow up about the haircut. Check on them, see how they doing. Check in with the kids. I told y'all I'm waiting for my ticket to come up so I can go to the homecoming, but it ain't showed up yet. So I will be there. Offer consistency. Clients return because they trust your reliability. So you offer them consistency, they're going to see that you're reliable. They're going to keep coming back to you. And if you raise your price and they don't come, just know somebody else is going to come who is going to be okay with the price. I just thought I'd throw that in there. But I recapped the 5 points. I hope that you all have been able to find something useful. Share this with someone. Don't forget to subscribe. If you're viewing this on Instagram, thank you for taking time out of your day to view this podcast. If you're a female barber out there or just someone in the industry and you're interested in coming on to the podcast, please DM me or reach out to me. Email me at Yah-Tay, Yahtatay, the Barber Stylist @gmail.com, and we can make it happen. Let me see what else. If you're interested in getting my book, award-winning book, A Heritage of Hair, it is available on Amazon. It is full color, 136 pages. It is award-winning, 3 awards that I've won for it. I'll put that up real quick while I'm continuing to close out. LaDosha says, I appreciate you dropping the knowledge. Wike says, maybe you can get LaDosha Barber on this podcast. Oh, that would be a good idea. This was a wonderful discussion tonight. As always, thank you so very much. I appreciate it. I'm putting my teaching skills to use, and what better way to start than to start putting it out there before it even happens. But as I mentioned earlier, my book is award-winning, book cover design, published with a purpose, social awareness, and first-time author. It can be purchased on Amazon. And let's see. That's it. All I have to say is that mastering your craft gets people in your chair. Managing the business keeps them coming back for years. So you can get them in a chair, but you got to be able to manage the business side so you can have a place for them to come to. All right. So that is all I have. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, TikTok, here on YouTube at Real Roots TV. That's Roots with the Z TV. And where else? I'm on Threads at Yah-Tay the Barber Stylist. I think that's enough. You can find me on social media. And I've already mentioned, grab your copy of the award-winning book. It's available. And for more cultural and history that shapes your craft, tune in for the next episode of Female Barber Talk with Yah-Tay. And next week is the Fade and Flow Show. First Sunday, it'll be our third episode number 38 coming up soon. And I'm looking forward to getting some more speakers on. And most definitely, you'll have some more topics from me as it relates to the beauty and barber industry. All right. I thank y'all for joining. Greatly appreciate it. I know this was a long one. However, I hope that you've gotten something out of this. Appreciate you all. Thank you, WK. Thank you, LaDosha. Thank you. Who was that? Ali, for coming in and sharing your expertise. I appreciate you. Y'all enjoy. Until next time, stay sharp. I see y'all. I'm tired. All right. Good night. Good day.
Naturals.